Hi, I'm Simon, and just over 10 years ago I recorded a video about the tuning for the Wonderstuff's Room 512, me sitting in the dark making a bit of a mess of it, but I think it got the point across because I happened to look at it today and it had 1,000 views, which I was thinking is kind of crazy. And so I thought maybe I'd have another go at it, given it's been 10 years. I'm probably a little bit better on the guitar now, and also I know the song pretty well, but I think I've learnt a few bits and pieces. So let's just take care of the tuning because that's the key. Excuse the pun. So capo on the 5th fret, and it's some kind of variation of an open G. I don't know what that means. I just learnt it from googling it. So this the high E string is tuned to G, the A string is tuned to C, the 4th D string is also tuned to G, and the 3rd G string is tuned to C. So it's gone G, C, G, C, and then the highest string is also a G. The only variation is the B string, which is tuned to E. So I'll just go through them again in case you're tuning to me. Okay, you can probably hear a bit of reverb. I've got an AER 40 amp. If you don't know what that is, Google it. AER space 40. They're amazing. And there's no effects between me and it. It's just got a bit of reverb built into it. And this is a new Taylor, mini Taylor. This is the Koa wood. It's kind of small, which helps my hands after I've had a few operations on my hands, so helps me play. So the song then, shall we go through the chords? I think we should. I don't know why I'm asking you. If you know what the F major 7th shape is, then just go to it. And if you don't, I'll tell you what it is. Let's call this the 1st fret, even though it's the 5th. I think it makes things easier. So I'm in the 1st fret, and it's just a descending walk down of 4, 3, 2. So 3rd fret 4th string, 2nd fret 3rd string, 1st fret 2nd string, and then so they're the 3 notes with that capo on 5. Remember, I'm just turning the guitar so you can see. So yeah, so relatively straightforward shape. So if you slide the whole thing up by 2 frets, so your first finger would now be in the 3rd fret, 3rd from here, as we've essentially brought the note up, and you would be in the 5th fret for this finger. So just there they are. Sounds nice, right? Also, if you take the fingers off, it's very similar. These are just octave notes of the open chord, which means that you can use the open chord to some effect when you're hammering on. I'll show you that in a second. So yes, no special prizes for guessing they're the same chord. And with the fingers off, barely any difference. So there's the hammer on, okay? A major 7th, if you know the shape, go to it. If you don't, it's the 2nd finger in the 2nd fret of the 4th string, the D string, and your 1st finger is on the 1st fret of the 2nd string. That would be an A major shape, but you're just taking that finger off, the 3rd finger, rather American, let's call it a ring finger. So that's the other chord, and then this one is probably the first chord you ever learnt on guitar, or if you learn A, the 2nd chord you ever learnt on guitar. So D, but just take the little finger off, and I don't know what that's called. I know that it's a sus if you add one, but I don't know what it means if you take it off. Sus being suspended, whatever. Somebody who knows about guitars or music, feel free to leave some comments. Just think of it as a D with one finger missing. So back to the same chord. So it's just those 3. That's the first part of the song. There's only one other part. You stay in that F shape, and now you go into where the F should be. 1st fret, equivalent, 1st fret. So, and then you walk down 1 string back to the A major 7th that we just played, and then back. I'll do it again. So it's just a walk down. Okay, so really easy. your fingers will automatically want to jump to that D in the second part. When you get going with it, you'll see what I mean. But you don't, you go back. So that's it, really. That's the whole song. If the band will forgive me, I've separated Miles's vocal from the original track. Sorry about that. I don't think we're breaking any copyright laws, really. They released it and re-recorded it as a bonus track, which I subsequently found, and this is that version. The original, the very first one they recorded, which sounds like it was recorded on a Walkman in a corridor or something. This is not that version. This is the later version. So what I've done is I've whacked it into an online service and pulled Miles's voice out. Now I'm going to have a go at playing along. If you get a metronome app, in fact there's one actually called, funnily enough, Metronome, and it's free. I messed around with the tempos and it came out at 63. It's sort of between 62 and 63 is the tempo that they're using, and it's also in 6/8. Now I would say 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3, and subsequently then probably in conversation say, oh, it's in 3. Somebody, as I say, who's cleverer at music than me can explain to me why it's called 6/8. I don't know where the 8 comes from, but I understand where the 6 is coming because it's 3 doubled up. So if you want to play along with the metronome, a very good practice, and it's also made me realise, I forgot to tell you, that you can put your little finger, hammer it on just underneath where that third finger is. Sorry about that, I should have mentioned that earlier. So yeah, playing along to the metronome is a really nice way to practice the song, and you'll get some idea of how hard it is to record guitars in studios, which when I was younger I did a little bit of with my friend. It's really hard, and it's really hard to stay in time. And this is even harder when I'm playing along with Miles, because guess what? It turns out that when they recorded it, they didn't use a click track. Good for you, boys. But it does mean that when I'm playing along with him, it's going to slip a little bit. So don't think it's because I don't know how to play in time. It's because I'm trying to play along to Miles's vocal, which is quite freeform. But it's good fun. So we're going to have a go at it. So just bear with me while I click into the window behind, and we'll have a little go.
Lock the back door, keep all the windows shut by the fire door. Leave it open for luck, call a gatehouse. Tell the sergeant to smile, 'cause they're running up flags on the gallows every quarter mile. Smiling sweetly, with a lemon in your jaw, I'm dressed neatly. Never been here before, watch the words now, 'cause they're coming in fours, like a chant you never heard from a cause that'll blow down doors. And with all due respect, I'm telling all the secrets you kept, without the slightest remorse. I'm blowing the lid on your core. So back your words up, I've never heard such a noise, got my nerves up, and respect from the boys, I don't feel it, so I'll silence my voice. I'm standing outside and I like it, thank God for the choice. And with all due respect, I'm telling all the secrets you kept, without the slightest remorse. I'm blowing the lid on your chords. Well, the singer's frowning, 'cause he's quoting a phrase from a shit book by some wanker that says education, that won't get you by, 'cause it's crime that pays. Well, education might not get you by, it's just trying that pays. And with all due respect, I'm telling all the secrets you kept. Without the slightest remorse, I'm blowing the lid on your cause. Yeah, with all due respect, I'm telling all the secrets you kept. Without the slightest remorse, I'm blowing the lid on your cause. Lid on your cause. Lid on your cause.
As you can see, the tempos were a bit of a challenge. I don't necessarily want to distribute this vocal only track, but maybe I'll ask Miles, and if he says it's okay, I'll make it available. But have fun with the song, it's an absolute cracker. And I recently saw the Wonder Stuff on tour again in December 2024 at Shepherd's Bush, and it was absolutely brilliant. So if any of the band are watching this by some miracle, thank you so much. It was a throwback to the old days. It was fantastic. Enjoy the song. Thanks.